All right, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel. Today we're going to be going over Google AdWords display ads, and specifically the responsive display ads. So, as of the summer of 2018, responsive display ads are now the default ad type for display campaigns. So, whether you're running a display campaign that's driving traffic, whether you're trying to drive sales, leads, even if you're using dynamic retargeting and creating a dynamic feed of ads for your website, you want to use responsive display ads now. So it's just the new way that Google is going to be able to allow you to upload an image and then upload your ad copy, and they're going to resize your image into every single different format. So you can run it basically across the entire display network, and it replaces the old version where you used to have to create, 10 to 20 different display ads, 300 by 250, 300 by 600. You can still do those things, but responsive display ads are really taking that over. And with responsive display ads, you can upload one ad, and Google can turn that into basically 100 different ads between the different ad copy, the different sizes. So I'm going to show you how to do that and the different things you need to keep in mind as you create them. So we're in AdWords here now, or Google Ads. I got to get used to calling it Google Ads now. So what we want to do is come here and click on plus a new campaign. We're going to do, I always say sales or leads. You always want to have some type of goal like that. I don't like doing website traffic as a goal. So select campaign type. It's going to be display. Obviously, if you're using sales and leads, you have to have conversion tracking set up. We have a bunch of tutorials about that, so we're not going to cover that in this tutorial. We're going to be doing a standard display campaign, so not a Gmail campaign, and then you can enter your website here. So for us, we're going to be doing it for beachfrontdecor.com. We use that for a lot of our examples here. So click on continue, and it's going to be display campaign, goal of sales, and I'm just going to do responsive ads tutorial. So in a previous video we did, it's probably one of our recent 10 from this video, we talked about all the different targeting options on the Google Display Network. So they've changed that like crazy over the years. So right now it's very based on audiences. It's very so we kind of talked about all the different things to keep in mind when you're setting up targeting. So now we're going to talk over the responsive ads. So assuming you watched that tutorial, you have your targeting all set up. The next thing you need to do is come all the way down, obviously set your bid. Come all the way down to create your ad. So what we're going to do is click on new ad here and do plus responsive ad. So the first thing you need to do is add images. You could add your copy here too first, but I like to start with the images here. So it's going to scan your website if you enter it. So it's going to pull a bunch of different things from our website. This is always good for finding logos, especially if they're in the correct size for what you're looking for. But you could also go to the upload section. It's going to say select up to 2 images and 2 logos. Upload media should meet our recommended requirements. So if you see it, the requirement is that they recommend you upload a 1200 by 628 and a 1200 by 1200. And then you can select one as your landscape ad, and you can select one as your square ad. And just using those 2 images, they can resize them all different ways. The minimum required is 600 by 314 and 300 by 300. So at least upload those sizes, but highly recommend using the larger images because it ends up creating better ads in the long run where you don't have as much blurriness or anything like that. Your ads tend to be better if you're using larger images as long as they're not pixelated. So logo, so it's 1200 by 300, 1200 by 1200, or there's some minimum required here, 512 by 128. Again, I would recommend trying to use these larger sizes. I have trouble using it sometimes because my logo when I got it is just not that large and kind of hard to recreate and increase. So I use the smaller sizes for the logos, and then I'll use different sizes for the images I'll show you now. So I'm first going to start in recently used. So if you've ever uploaded responsive display ads, they're all going to be in here. So you can just quickly click them, add them to your campaign, and you don't have to worry about anything else. So we're going to come right here. We're going to click on this one. I could say use as image, and I could use it as my landscape image, continue. So very simple. This one right here, say use as image, and it's going to be for my square image. So 1 by 1, we're going to click continue. So now we're going to select logos. So we're going to click on this logo. We're going to do, and you'll see image is gone now because we already have 2, and it also doesn't meet the requirements. So we're going to do logo. So this is going to be our 4 by 1 logo. So it's 512 by 128. Click on continue. And last but not least, our 128 by 128 logo. So we're going to use that here. Click on continue. So now all we have to do is click on save. And we have our images here, our logos here, and you can see they're going to keep basically changing our ad out here. You'd want to, I thought I had this as a transparent. So you want to use transparent if you have it. I'd probably go back and change that, but I'm just going to leave it as is. But just kind of to show you how to do it, you want to upload your logo, two different sizes here. I generally use the text on this size, and then the square version, I just use the graphic. And now next you got to add a short headline, long headline, description, business name, and your final URL. So you can see some of the character counts here. I've already written all this stuff out, so I like to just open it, and I like to use the same ad copy for each of the responsive ads, because then I can take, I can upload 3 to 4 responsive ads, use the same ad copy, and see what performs best. If you want to test ad copy, you're going to have to upload the same ads twice and test 2 different sets of ad copy. So just different things you can do to continue to optimize your campaign. But what I like to do is just have this all out here. So short headline, we're going to come back over here, copy paste, long headline, and copy paste here, description, and business name. So final URL, I didn't enter HTTPS, so just make sure you do that. If you have an actual page you're sending traffic to, we're just going to send it right to the home page. You really want a landing page that's going to match your ads and your offer. So for us, the best thing for me to do is to kind of have something, save 20% on beach decor, and then when someone clicks on your ad, they come over here and they see save 20% site wide, or you have a message up top here, save 20% until the end of the weekend, whatever it is. That's the best way to really drive sales using display, is to kind of run it during a deal, or to give people some type of incentive to buy. If you're just kind of saying, this probably wouldn't work too well what I'm doing, where I'm just saying beach decor deals, shop the best coastal and beach decorations, but I'm just kind of showing you a broad example. The more you can really narrow it down, it's going to perform better for you overall. So one thing you can do here is you can see key ad formats for mobile, desktop, and just kind of scroll through them and see the different ways they look like. So it just really depends on where your ad shows up. What kind of ad version you're going to get. So there's a ton of different things here. You can see YouTube. You can see desktop ads. Oh, I guess it's not showing that. Desktop ads for display network. So you can see all these different examples, and they're all going to kind of resize and show the proper ad. And eventually what's going to happen is, as Google gets more data, they're going to show the ad that tends to perform best. There's a little bit of a learning period as you create your ads here, but the last thing we want to do is click on more options and add call to action text. So for me, it's just shop now. There's a bunch here, so no matter what kind of your goal is, you should be able to find something here. So shop now, and we're going to click add to ad group. So now we have our first set of responsive ads created. So what we want to do is create a new ad, and I want to show you some different ways we can do it. So click on images again. So one thing you can do is come over to stock images, and then just find images related to your website content. So just add that there. They're going to pull up images that they think are the most related to your website. So I have a few that I've used before. Some of them are going to be very unrelated, but as you scroll down, you should be able to find something. Some of these are pretty good for me. Let's just pretend I'm using this. So maybe I'm selling this bedding set, or I'm going to pretend like I'm selling this bedding set, or just bedding in general, something like that, and maybe bedroom furniture. So we're going to click use as image. And now what you can do is use the same image twice, like as your landscape and your square. So just use landscape, use square, click continue. So now we're going to go back to recently used. Make sure you do your logos as well. This is where I'd probably upload a transparent logo. I didn't realize this wasn't transparent, but all right, so we're going to use this as our logo, 1 by 1, continue, and we're going to use this as our logo, 4 by 1. So click on save. So now we have, we've used one of their stock images here. There's no real downside to using the stock image. The only thing is, the best thing to have is just cohesion. So when someone clicks on your ad, they come here, they see a similar image when they come onto the page. These ads probably wouldn't perform well, but I'm just kind of showing you an example of how to upload responsive display ads. Strategy and doing it for your brand is a whole nother, it's something you have to test. But the thing I always say is, if I'm targeting people for beach decor, the best thing I would want to do is say something like, okay, I want to target people who have visited maybe the lighting sections of my website. So maybe I'm using retargeting, or maybe I want to target people, based on an audience where people are looking for new lights, whether it's nautical pendant lights, nautical wall sconces, and I really want to narrow it down. So I use this as one of my ads here. So the best bet would be to have someone visit this page and then retarget them with this ad and then have them visit this nautical pendant lights page because I know that's what they're looking for. So having all of that match up, everything else isn't as important as having that match up. So for me, if I'm just saying, hey, let's just retarget to every single person who's ever visited our website with broad ads, it's not going to work as well as kind of narrowing it down. So one tutorial we're going to look to do is more of a dynamic targeting with the ads. So that's something to look out for in the future. I get a lot of requests for that. We're going to use the same exact ad copy here, so I'm going to quickly add it. Okay, so we have our ad copy here, so just some more options. We're going to make sure we do call to action text. Just do shop now, English, and we're going to click add to ad group. So now we have two ads here. I like to use at least three, and then Google can kind of rotate and test them and see what's going to perform best for you. The more ads, there's kind of a limit where you reach, but if you want to upload 5 different ads, there's no real downside to doing that. There might be a little bit more of a testing period, but ultimately it's going to give you the best results as Google can find what ads perform best for you. If you upload 5 or you upload 3 and then you find that okay, these 2 are the ones that are actually driving conversions, they're driving leads, whatever it is, that's kind of the ones that are going to continue to run. So last but not least, we're going to add one more responsive ad here. So 3 per ad group is kind of the minimum I would recommend. And let's just say you have one large image and you need to resize it and you don't know how, or you don't know the best way to kind of manage those things. One tool I like, there's free and paid options, is Canva. So you can kind of see here, I use Canva to create my YouTube graphics. I use it, for these logos that you see there. That's why this one's not transparent actually. You can see, some different designs. So what you can do in Canva is just use custom dimensions, 500 by 500, 600 by 314. And if I upload them both here, so I have my 600 by 314, I uploaded the images here, and then I just downloaded it. 500 by 500, uploaded the image here, just downloaded it. So now what I can do is come in here, click on images, and I'm going to upload those two images now. Okay, so both of these are uploaded, so just click use as image one by one and use as our landscape image. So now we have these ads selected. You still want to come over to the logos. So you're always going to be kind of in recently used because you need to select your logos here. Okay, we're going to use this as logo and this as logo. Okay, we're going to click on save, and then last but not least, we'd add the ad copy one more time, so I'm going to do that. Okay, so we have the ad copy now. We're going to click more options, call to action text, and shop now. So now add to ad group, and once you have your targeting, everything set up, your bidding, I don't have that all set up, you just want to click on create campaign. So this is going to create your first ad group. All 3 of these ads are going to be in your ad group. So best practice with display campaigns is to test different targeting against each other, test your ads against each other. Make sure you're optimizing for conversions. If you're not able to drive sales, one thing you can try are engagement conversions. So, making sure people are going on your website for at least, 30 seconds or a minute, or at least turning a couple pages. So look at different goals because sometimes driving sales can be difficult at first. So you want to start with, maybe trying to drive some engagement and then ultimately trying to drive some conversions. So Google Display doesn't perform as well as Google Search because you're kind of going after people rather than them searching for you. So where someone might say, okay, I need a new nautical pendant light, and they go straight to Google, they search nautical pendant lights, they click on your ad, they come to a page with nautical pendant lights. It's different than kind of sending your ad out to an audience and saying, hey, we know you have an interest in home and garden decor. We know you live in a beach town. We know you generally buy beach decor. So here's some nautical pendant lights. Those people might, be looking for a new couch. They might be looking for new bedding. So reaching people in the right moment on display isn't always easy. And you're gonna find that as you start doing this, but make sure you upload different types of responsive display ads. If you want, you can upload display ads and just see, what performs best. There's really no downside to doing that. Then the other thing you can do is copy existing ads. So just very self-explanatory. You click here, you can just take ads from an existing campaign or ad group and just add them to yours. So if you already have these 3 created and you start to create a new campaign, you don't have to keep creating these over and over. You can just copy them, just like this. I can duplicate these right now. So one thing you can do is if you're saying, okay, I want to test ad copy and the images, you can duplicate all 3 of these, and then with the duplicates, create a whole new set of ad copy and then you just kind of narrow down and see what's performing best for you. So that's kind of how I approach Google display campaigns. Responsive ads are the default ad used now by Google, so you need to make sure you have them with your campaign. And if you have any questions about this, make sure you leave them in the comments. You could always try to send me an email. Sometimes I get back. It really depends, but thanks again for subscribing to our channel, and thank you for watching our video today.